Elon Musk has revealed that the Model Y coming out of Gigafactory Texas will have the new 4680 battery cell that we first heard about on Tesla's Battery and Investor Day. That also means we'll be seeing these new Model Y by the end of this year, because that is when Gigafactory Texas is expected to start production of the new Model Y. Today we're going to talk about these new so-called next-gen Model Y with 4680 battery cells, and we're also going to talk about Model S and X delivery delays and possibly Model 3 and Model Y delivery delays as well. So Elon Musk confirmed on Twitter that the Model Y coming out of Gigafactory Texas will have the 4680 battery cells. Now this is pretty interesting considering Tesla is aiming to start production of Model Y out of Gigafactory Texas by the end of the year. So that would mean you'd have a small set of Model Y coming out of Texas that have the new 4680 cells, while you have other Model Y coming out of Fremont that have the old cell form factor. Now, if you were to order a Model Y, which one would you want? Of course, most people are going to want the new cell form factor. So having both of these going at the same time is pretty strange. Perhaps Tesla will opt to have some sort of long-range plus model of the Model Y. If you want to pay a bit more, you'll get more range with these new 4680 cells. We don't know if that's true or not, but it could be an option. Or if the 4680s do allow more range, Tesla could just pack less cells into that Model Y out of Texas to match the range with the Model Y out of Fremont to keep sales flowing from both locations until they can ramp up in Texas, ramp down in Fremont, so they can keep production flowing until they can move to a totally new structure with the Model Y. Related to that, new front castings have been seen at Gigafactory Texas for the Model Y. So these are made with the GigaPress. The GigaPress has been at Gigafactory Texas for a few months now, and we know about the rear castings. It reduced the parts for the rear casting of the Model Y from 70 something or so down to just 1 or 2 parts. Now we can see that's happening with the front of the Model Y as well. And this works in to the 4680 battery cells, which are not just new cells that are put into the car, they're actually going to be a structural component of the car. The car will be built around these cells, and this will allow for more efficiency, weight reductions, better safety, and a whole host of other benefits by building the cars in this way. Tesla has been developing and ramping up production of their 4680 battery cells since we first heard about them in September of 2020. These tabless, larger batteries are supposed to allow faster charging throughout a greater range of the battery's state of charge, while reducing complexity, costs, and allowing Tesla to scale up and produce more batteries. We know Tesla is working on making 4680 cells. We know Panasonic is also working on those for Tesla, and Tesla may also be working with other partners to ramp up production as much as possible. Tesla is very quickly ramping up the Model Y, looking to make it possibly the highest selling car by revenue next year, and possibly even the highest selling car by volume in 2023. Elon Musk is also asking suppliers of Gigafactory Berlin to accelerate, to get that factory running. Elon Musk also expects by the end of this year to start Model Y production at Gigafactory Berlin. So now you have Gigafactory Berlin, Gigafactory Texas, both looking to start ramping up Model Y production by the end of the year. Both of these factories will have 4680 battery cells pumping out of them. So Tesla really is aiming to get the Model Y production volume increased significantly. Elon Musk also said Tesla is aiming for extreme precision with the next-gen Model Y. Microns, not millimeters. Now, exactly what he means by this isn't clear. Of course, you would assume panel gaps because it is something people still talk about, people still complain about, but you can't measure that in microns. So I don't know exactly what he means. He could be alluding to the new batteries, but that's not a secret at this point. We know those batteries are coming. But if he is talking about panel gaps, it's pretty interesting, especially because you have these 2 new factories coming online that are going to be pumping out thousands and thousands of Model Y. And then you have the factory in Fremont, which is probably still going to be making Model Y. Where are you going to want your Model Y from? Probably not Fremont. Now, of course, if you're in Europe, you'll be getting your cars from Gigafactory Berlin when it's up and running. You're not going to probably get them from anywhere else. But if you're in the US and you order a Model Y, you're probably not going to want it from the old Fremont factory that's just kind of been hobbled together over time to produce all these different cars. When you could get a Model Y from Gigafactory Texas that was purpose-built from the ground up to produce Model Ys with the 4680 battery cells, have better machinery, better precision, and all of that. So it's going to be pretty interesting going forward, especially now we're hearing from Electrek that there may be big delays for the Model 3 and the Model Y. Citing sources familiar with the matter, which is not my favorite source, but that's what we're going with here, it seems a part is missing from Model 3 and Model Y production. No specifics, again, on what that part is, but it's holding up deliveries of the cars. Now, the good news is this doesn't have to be done at the Fremont factory. The cars can be sent to delivery centers, and the part, whatever it is, can be installed later, but Tesla can't or is not going to deliver the cars without whatever this part is until they can get it. Once delivery centers can receive this part, they can simply install it on the car at location and then deliver it to the customer. Now, this also ties into Model S and Model X delays. People have been ordering the S and X since December of last year, and they still have not received it. No refresh S or X have been delivered yet. A UFC fighter after his win actually called out Elon Musk, asking where is his Model S?
I gotta ask you, post-fight victory speech, of all the people to call out, you call out Elon Musk. What's the backstory behind this?
December, I ordered my car. Bro, I ordered the safest car, they told me. It's the best car for you know, my pregnant wife. And I'm still waiting. Elon, bro, what's the deal, man? You told me March. We're coming up in June. I want my car. Come on, bud. I know, big fan, but this is disrespect.
It's pretty funny because he said that he ordered the Model S, he wanted it for his pregnant wife, he wanted one of the safest cars on the planet, and now she's had the baby's here, and they still don't have their car, they're still waiting, and I'm actually in a very similar situation. My wife and I ordered a Model X in March, and we had an expected delivery date of June that just recently changed on the website, and now our expected delivery date is in October, and my wife was pregnant, and as of a few days ago, our new baby is here, still no Model X. That's okay, but I do now have 2 hungry babies in the house, and because of that, this video is sponsored by Webull. If you want to buy Tesla stock or Dogecoin, check out Webull. You can use my referral link in the description. If you deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks. You don't actually even have to use the $100. You could just withdraw it when you're done, get your 2 free stocks, but check it out, use my referral link if you want to do that. So getting back to what we were talking about, our Model X has now been pushed back to October. And we know on the Q1 earnings call, Elon Musk said the refresh Model S should be coming soon, whereas the refresh X is coming Q3, even Q4 of this year for customers. And Tesla is not being very clear on why the S and X are delayed. It could be the chip shortage like all other auto manufacturers. It could have something to do with the new version 11 software update that still has not been seen. It could have to do with full self-driving beta 9 or full self-driving wanting to get it rolled out to more people. It's possible that the S and X don't even have a radar installed, because we know future versions of autopilot and full self-driving are not even going to use the radar. I don't think that's true, but it is a possibility. It's something to think about as to why those cars may not be here yet. It would be nice if Tesla could just tell us what's up with the delays. It doesn't need to be a secret. Obviously, it's delayed. We all know the cars have not been delivered yet. We all know, like, everyone on the planet is having issues with supply chain in some way or another. So why can Tesla not just say, oh, hey, we're waiting for these chips or whatever parts to come in, and then we will get your cars to you? And lastly, the Cybertruck has been hanging out at Gigafactory Texas, which has been really fun to see the Cybertruck going around in the dirt, driving around. It was actually spotted inside the building. Some people were thinking this was possibly a new build. It's probably just the same one that's driving around. But pretty interesting, it had the tailgate out in kind of the loading mode, which I think we've only seen at reveal night. We haven't seen it since, but you could tell that the Cybertruck had its rear air suspension really low down, whereas its front air suspension was really high up to help load things into the back. But at the same time, that ramp still looks pretty steep, a little too steep for my liking, but maybe it's not the final spec and maybe it could be lowered in the back a little more to help with that. I personally would be okay without this feature. I'm interested in how it would do with dirt and rocks getting in there. Of course, I'm sure Tesla thought of that. Maybe there's some channels so when it rains, or if you wash it, who would wash a Cybertruck? When it rains, it would kind of wash the dirt and rocks out of there. But it's not something I feel I really need, and if I want some ramps, I could just take them with me when it's time. But either way, it is really cool to see this out. It's cool to see the Cybertruck actually being used and tested. So those are the main updates I have for you today. What do you think about the 4680 battery cells coming to production at the same time as older battery cell tech? Do you care? Does it matter if you had a Model Y on order right now? Would you say, hold on, I don't want it without the new battery cells? Would you prefer the old cells because maybe they're more well-known at this point? Either way, let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions also, please leave those down below. I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will see me in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving along